Hey folks, welcome back to AAA Farms. James here. Hard to tell, but you can see all the water on the ground behind me. It has been raining all weekend, and it's been a very busy weekend for us. My middle child had his birthday party this weekend, so everybody came over for that, and we had a good old time. Now everybody's gone. We're gonna go check on cows, put out hay. So I got a hay bale on the back and on the front, and all the cows are right there. So we're gonna go put 2 hay bales out, check on these guys, see if anybody's gave birth yet. We did have 2 that looked like they were getting pretty big, but we'll have to see. So drive by, you can see one there, see the rest of the herd there. Our bull, there's our bull. So we're gonna go put these 2 hay bales out. Now that we got a little bit of rain, the grass has actually been growing, so they've been grazing a bit. They're not looking too big. I mean, not too big, not looking too bad. She's looking kind of rough, but she's old, so. The Ruby, the other one right there, the Red Angus, is not as old, so tends to look a little bit better. We haven't been able to get much done with the time change. By the time I get home from work, it's super dark. But you can definitely tell out there, since we brush hogged this front section the last time, it's looking really good, and the grass is coming in pretty good now that we actually got some rain. Definitely still need to brush hog the rest of this, but kind of have to play by ear and see. Depends on what the weather does, if we have an opportunity to do it or not. Alright, let's see. Find out where we want to put these. I'm thinking I'm going to put one right there in those bushes. You can definitely tell like the difference when we fed hay and not. Just look how green that is compared to everything else. I'm going to drop one hay bale right here. Think about dropping the other one right there. Put them right next to each other. Let them stomp all this down really good. Try to flip this other one right here in these bushes. Alright. So we play this just right. We'll get to the very end. Yeah, there we go. And flip her. Not too shabby. Go ahead and grab one of the rings. Here on some uneven ground, it always makes you kind of nervous, especially with the loader so far up. Definitely tell the cows once that hay. I'll tell which cow I played with a lot when it was a calf. Sadly, that's one that we never really named either. But ever since she was little, I played with her, so she still likes to play. The only negative side of it is she is a lot bigger than what she used to be. So she luckily she ain't like super rough, because I mean she is a big cow now. Sweet cow. Every time I come out here, she tries to play with me. And I try to play with her. There we go. This one, you can tell that piece is dangling down. Need to build some new ones. Build or buy? Probably build. Build better stuff than you can buy now. Even though I was looking at some of those hay savers, and there's a bunch of data out there on different hay rings and which one's better and all that kind of stuff. And some pretty interesting stuff on hay savings and cost savings and all that. So I'll get this one done. hay strings popped, so they're buried in the hay now. So I'll have to pick it up after they get done eating the hay, which ain't ideal. The string in this hay is made of a plastic material, and if they manage to eat that or get that in their digestive tract, it can cause a lot of problems. A lot of people don't worry about it too much because it is rare, but it is a thing that you got to worry about. So I prefer picking it up for that reason, and I almost ran over a tree right there. For that reason, and also for the simple reason of that stuff likes getting wrapped in stuff that moves. And I've dug that out of axles before, tractor axles. And I've dug it out of rototillers before. This is a long time ago, before I was farming. I worked for a guy at a local business, and he had some gardens, and he was renting a lot of land to a farmer that rolled out hay. And so he had a big old manure pile, and we went to rototill that and get some manure for his garden, and it wrapped all up in there. It was a long day cutting all that stuff out. So I put 2 hay bales out for now. This lasts until next weekend. 2 hay bales last about a week. If you get the bigger 5x6s, which is what we used to get from a guy, but ever since the big drought, he's been playing catch up on his hay, and then he has some, I guess, longer. He's been supplying hay to some other folks longer, so he has to get them first, which is 100% understandable. These 4x5 hay bales, about 2 of them get you about a week. The one 5x6, I say it gets you a week. It probably gets you about 6 days or so, 5 days. So it goes a long way versus these. But I mean, you got to get what you can get. Now let's talk about those strings. So the strings in this hay bale here that these cows are on, if that gets in their stomach, it can cause some problems. We've never had a cow like that before, or a cow that had that problem. Oh look, little baby calf came and see what's going on. Anyway, we've never had that issue here on the farm. I've read about it and heard about it other places. Eventually, I'm gonna start wrapping or running my own hay, and we got about 20 acres up front that I'm gonna make a hay field, a dedicated hay field. And that's one thing, the 5x6 guy that we used to get hay from, he used a grass twine. So whenever you put it out, you didn't have to worry about taking all that stuff off. You just put it out in the field, they eat that. It was made out of grass. And so it was free feed. Now that twine does cost more than the plastic. I heard some jumping. I'm about to jump out the way. She's trying to get her food. So this is one of the cows I think that's pregnant. That's Elsa. And then I'm not sure if Pumpkin's pregnant or not. That's the orange one with the horns right there. And watching her too. I don't think she's pregnant though. That's the one that was roughhousing with me. Anyway, that grass twine, it costs more. It also doesn't last as long because it does rot because it's grass. So if you're only feeding out for that year, it's fine. But if you're like stacking a bunch in a barn, well, if in a barn, if you can keep it dry, it's probably fine. But I don't have a hay barn, so if I'm stacking a bunch and I was trying to get like a couple years worth or something, probably not the best thing. This plastic stuff would be better, and even better than that would be the net wrap. Net wrap, last year was the first time I played with net wrap. I got hay from a guy. It was nice. There's definitely not as much hay lossage just from hay falling off, bringing it back here and stuff. But it, I don't know, it created a lot of trash. And then this hay twine, it involves an extra step of taking that stuff off, which ain't too big of a deal. And on top of that, you can tie some stuff up with that. I got the hydraulic hoses on the front end loader tied up with that right now because they used to use zip ties. With the zip ties, they fell, they dry rot in the sun pretty quick. And that hay twine works great. So, but yeah, we got hay out for these guys. Anyway, the 20 acres in the front, whenever I do manage to make that a hay field and I get to a point where I'm rolling my own hay, I'm probably going to use that grass twine just for me. When I'm rolling my own hay, it makes life a lot easier, makes this stuff a lot quicker. There's less trash, because I mean, I got to throw all this stuff away, because while it's nice having it around to tie stuff up, I don't use that much. Or I might throw some in a 5-gallon bucket, but once I probably got a 5-gallon bucket worth in the tractor now because I haven't thrown any out of the tractor yet. But and the net wrap's nice, and I think when it comes to actually baling the hay bale, the net wrap's really nice because it wraps the hay quicker, which allows you to start baling the next hay bale, which allows you to get done sooner. It's kind of funny. You can see the light on the back of the house right there. Anyway, the net wrap allows you to wrap that faster versus the twine does take longer. But I ain't that big of a rush. In all honesty, the hay baler that I'm gonna end up buying is gonna be used, and it probably ain't. You probably don't want it to work any quicker than it needs to. So anyway, guys, not a whole lot today. Come out to see the cows. This is Elsa. She's a relatively friendly cow, but she's kind of skittish. This is the one I was roughhousing. We actually don't have a name for her, but she's a good cow. So, and then I've shown y'all some of the other calves before. We got all the calves still, and they're all doing great. No new calves yet. Bull's still here. He's doing good. Tractor's here, so just not a whole lot to do right now. Like I say, it was a busy weekend. Next weekend, I got a couple projects lined out. I got a new tool on the farm that we'll make a video on. And then on top of that, I got some 55-gallon drums up front that I'm gonna do some stuff with. Got 8 of them for free from work, and they're heavy-duty metal drums with a lid and a metal ring and all that. So I'm probably gonna make some type of storage container, feed storage container out of some of them. On another one, I'm really thinking about making a grill or smoker, mainly because the dogs finished off my smoker. I had a pit boss smoker. They ate all the cables and stuff. So we might start on that stuff this weekend, this coming weekend. It's the 9th? I don't know, it's the 8th, 9th. It's a Sunday around the 8th and 9th, somewhere around there. Whatever Sunday it is. So 7 days from now. You guys will be seeing this tomorrow, which is Monday. I don't know. Whatever Monday was after the 9th. Anyway. But that's it. So I'm gonna talk to you guys next time. Well, I guess I gotta call I'm gonna call my brother-in-law's wife to check on the Ford Edge to see how that's doing. Talked to her when I brought it back to him because I had to bring it back to him Saturday, so I wasn't able to drive it at all afterwards. They had to have it for Monday. So Sunday they drove it around town. Monday through Friday she drives about an hour and 15-20 minutes. She goes through 2 big cities for our area. It's probably really more of large towns, small cities for most people. And what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 small towns every day, back and forth. So she's definitely giving the Ford Edge a little run, and I'm gonna give her a call here after a while and check on her and see how her car's doing to see if it's getting any better. And we'll kind of go from there on that Edge and see. She hopefully it is, because she's getting ready to drive it to Florida for some stuff going on down there. So get a little ride to be taking that thing. Anyway, guys are doing great. Farm's still here. We just ain't got a whole lot going on. It's starting to rain a lot, which is fine. We need some rain. And it's been a really busy weekend with the boy's birthday party, and he had a blast, and we had a bunch of little kids running around and playing on bouncy houses. So anyway, thank y'all for joining me on the farm today. Talk to y'all next time. Y'all have a good one.